Hi there, thanks for joining me today on this episode of Sit Pharmacist. I've got a question for you, and that question is, do you know your number? Now, when I ask of your number, I don't mean your sort code or your account number or your telephone number or your PIN number. I'm talking about your blood pressure number. When was the last time you checked your blood pressure? And so today I'm going to share with you a real story. You just have to hang on to the end. Now you might think it's not a big deal to know my blood pressure, whether it's high or low. But I know someone who is healthy, he's strong, he's got a wonderful job, things are going well. He is active, he goes partying, he plays sports. But something happened that changed his life, not in the best of ways. And so this is because he didn't know his number. I'm talking of your blood pressure number. And also what I want to say here is that you're not too young to know what your blood pressure is. If you haven't watched my video on heart attack in the young people, please follow the link and watch that video. But today I'm talking about knowing your number, knowing your blood pressure. So back to this story. So what happened to him? Like I said, he was an active guy, living his life, enjoying life in a full bloom of his life. And all of a sudden something happened and they told him that you've got a stroke. No sign, no warning, nothing at all. And all of a sudden he has a stroke. And this is someone that has never taken any painkiller, nothing, not even a sniffle. And from not taking anything, he is now taking 5 different lots of medication. And also his life has never been the same. Now he finds it a big deal to get out of in the morning. He's so demoralized because now, from being so healthy, from not taking anything, he's taking a lot of blood pressure medication. And what happened? Why has he gone from this healthy, young, vibrant, active guy to a guy on 5 different blood pressure medication? Simply because he didn't know his number. There were warning signs. It doesn't mean the warning signs are always there. They said once you hit the age of 40, you should start checking your blood pressure. At least every 5 years or every couple of years if it runs in the family. But the problem is that now, no matter how young or old you are, you get people in their 30s having stroke or heart attack. There are warning signs, but not always. Warning signs like headaches, bleeding nose, blurred vision, lightheadedness, those are early warning signs. But it doesn't mean you're going to get any of those. You could, like him, he lived all his life, he was healthy, he was active in sports, he was a working guy, having a good life, nothing at all. Bam! Stroke. And so you need to know your number. You need to know what your blood pressure is. You need to, from time to time, go to your GP or go walk into a pharmacy and say, can I have my blood pressure checked? The standard normal reading is between 120/80, systolic of 120 and diastolic of 80. But the truth is that those are an average. It could be slightly less, it could be slightly more. You could also buy the monitor. I wouldn't advise to use smartwatches to check your blood pressure. Not that I don't trust them. I cannot vouch for any of them. But the truth is that going to your GP or walking into a pharmacy gives you an indication of where you are with your number. So please do not wait to be like this guy who had his life before him, who had everything going for him, who was not in any other medicine. In other words, if he had checked his blood pressure early enough, he could have realized, hang on, this is creeping up. Maybe he could have done something. Maybe he could have changed his lifestyle. Maybe he could have done one thing or the other. But he didn't even know. He would have done something. But the truth is that he didn't know his number. He didn't realize that his blood pressure has been creeping up gradually. He could have changed his diet, like I said. Or worst case scenario, he could have said, right, the doctor could have said, take this one tablet. Because the truth is that when people have stroke, most people, their lives are never the same. It's not just that he is a lucky one because yes, he is on these tablets, but he's still with himself. His minds are okay. He hasn't got fuzzy mind. He hasn't lost the use of any of his limbs. His heart is still okay. So he could, yes, he's going to take this medication for the rest of his life because he didn't know his number. So my message for you today is, please try and know your blood pressure reading. What is it? Does it run in the family? Is there something that is going on? Have you been having blood vision? It could be anything else, but it's always good to find out what is going on. Thank you for watching, and like I said, if you haven't watched my video on if you think you're too young to have a heart attack, think again. Follow the link, watch that video, because that will open your eyes to realize that, these days, it doesn't matter how young you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how fit you think you are. Your health, anything can change in a split of a second. Take care. If you haven't subscribed, where have you been? Please do subscribe. So that you can watch any of these videos where I share real life events, and also where you can get tidbits of how to help yourself, be it hair fever, be it weight loss. Take care and goodbye for now.